Iamar prestareien. Han motho neinen. Han motho netcase. A han noston netgulef.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Garblack Games, where tonight we will be playing the finale of the Heir of Elendil. So sit back, grab a nice warm cup of tea, and enjoy. I'll let my players introduce themselves as usual, starting with Ben.
As usual, starting with Ben, because I'm on the top left. Hello, I am Ben. And I am playing Sigrid, daughter of Sigrid. And there we are in the finale. I got it. Huzzah.
Yay! Did you practice all week?
I didn't actually, no. It just popped into my head magically. Yeah, and I'm an arrowist and a princess. But you may find that I struggle with my Welsh accent tonight because I am poorly.
Oh,
I don't believe it.
I need pity rerolls, people. Pity rerolls.
It feels like one of those lies to lull me into a false sense of security and the arrows.
No, I got Ribena, I got bloody strepsils. You know, we've got the works, man.
Ribena and strepsils. You've heard it here first.
Other throat lozenges are available.
But why would you? I mean,
unless strepsils want to sponsor us.
Yeah, strepsils. Give us a shout.
I'm surprised you're not mixing it with some form of alcohol to help clean the back of the throat out.
I have not had any alcoholic beverages since
minor note, you can't get the cherry flavoured strepsils here. You can only get the like weird generic see-through flavoured ones.
The blue ones?
No,
the
just
eucalyptus
see-through.
blue ones.
Clear.
They're quite fun.
Yeah. Anyway, Dan, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Dan, and tonight I am playing Elendil, High Elf of Rivendell, and Captain.
Pete.
Hello, I'm Pete, and I'm playing Vidar Tomefinder, the dwarf scholar who likes to get into hand-to-hand combat, and I'm annoyed that I'm probably not going to get a chance to rub any more statues before the end of the series.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Lastly, but never leastly, Roger.
Hi, I'm Roger, and I'm playing Robin Burrows, the hobbit treasure hunter, potato salesman, singing, skipping hobbit that likes to flip off the Dark Lord.
Yeah. And pretty much, I mean, that's what you did last time. You skipped your way out of darkness and flipped off some kind of Dark Lord. However minorly dark they might be. But yeah, we'll get straight into it as you, as a party, have started your approach to the high pass. But high, far above you, in the saddle between the snow-capped mountains, lays an oft unused pass from Eriador to the lands beyond the misty mountains. Within that pass, a solitary ranger appears upon the ridgeline. Without hesitating, he leaps down into the waist-high snow at speed and pushes onwards with determined haste. Cruel barbed arrows follow in his wake as atop the high pass, Aragorn, son of Arathorn and the heir of Elendil, is beset by orcs upon his descent. Which, isn't really a problem for you lot yet, because you haven't got there. You...
we got lost.
You've currently waded into...
We stopped for strepsils.
Yeah, probably. And to rub some old statues. And I believe the Fildir was briefly in his elven zone. But in any event, you've reached the forests just ahead of the mountains themselves, where the land starts to go upwards, but where the snow comes down to meet you. And so after stomping through the forests for a while at pace, as you're all kind of getting rather weary of this travel, and especially the extreme pace you've had to set to get here on time, you find yourself kind of on the cusp of the snow ahead as it comes forwards to lean over the bushes and the rushes and the thicket beneath you and cover it all in a blanket of white. It looks like tough going ahead, though, as you have to wade through the freshly fallen snow, which is now getting to waist height, as well as
beard height,
marching up this steep incline as you move towards the mountains. Ahead of you in the distance, coming somewhere from beyond the next hill, you can already hear the baying of wargs and the gluttural shout of black speech from the orcs. You are approaching your quarry, but they're still a ways ahead of you. What's your plan? What is the Fellowship doing? Are you just wading in and wailing on them? Or
are there any shortcuts or other ways that we might be able to get there? Can anybody see any... Can
a
anybody
vantage
see
point we could take?
Any other way that we can get up that mountain quicker?
Is there so we're in a kind of foresty area, aren't we?
Yeah.
Or wood?
Yeah, you're just sort of breaching the other side of the forest now and coming into the actual slope towards the mountains proper.
Perhaps we could climb a tree and have a look.
I think the mountain might be taller than a tree.
I know, but it might give us a bit of an indication of what's on the road ahead.
Oh, we see. Right, with you, yes. I would like to look for a shortcut up the mountain, if I may.
Go on then. Give me a scan roll, I would say.
While they're doing that, I'm a little bit worried that we're going to get flanked, or there might be some of their scouts ahead, so I'm going to keep an eye out around where we are.
You guard the bottom of the tree while we go up.
Well, actually, I suck outrageously at scans, so do you want to trade places?
If Thildir can roll awareness and you can roll scan, or the opposite.
Yeah, let's do that the other way round, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, my awareness. No, I've only got an awareness too.
You see a hobbit scoot up a tree and sort of start climbing and disappear in the evergreen needles.
No, I fail.
And crawl up to the very top. And Roger Burrows, you're sort of holding on to the very top, swaying back and forth. And you can just kind of make out a sort of shallower point that curls around the ridge line and goes up at slightly less of a steep incline, which, though probably more covered in snow, will be an easier climb than just trying to wade straight through this heavy snow in an almost vertical manner.
Excellent.
Can I sing my walking song?
I guess I could gain insight for my extra one.
Yeah,
I don't think
sure.
making haste would make any difference.
Yeah. Is there anything particular you want insight on?
Again, it's kind of all to do with really the path ahead, not only what's easiest, but what would put us in a better place once we're round the hill.
There's definitely, like, there are numbers of orcs you can see roaming these hills. The company of orcs that you were chasing seems to have spread out a fair bit now, as they're trying to maybe create some kind of net to ensnare their prey in. So
are they in front of us and then he is beyond them?
Yeah, he's coming down from the mountain.
He's coming down,
pass,
and in between him and us,
somewhere
there are
up
orcs.
top. Yeah.
Okay, so we had like a cutscene of him. Okay.
And then arrows going past as he wades through the snow, and his hair flails about heroically, and he looks kind of grimy, just, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of scrabble back down the tree and tell them what I've seen.
Indeed. Perhaps the direct approach is the more appropriate in this regard.
I think so.
Be a suitable distraction.
Well, I think the quickest one's probably the way to go if they're already trying to find him.
Then let's
let us have haste.
Punch through the orc lines.
Let's hunt some orc.
Some of the ring. They're spread out enough that if you get through them quickly enough, you could reach the line and march on.
All right, one last push then. Let's go.
The only thing Robin Burrows didn't see while he was up there was 3 black-clad riders, which is suspicious.
Oh. Where are they? Did you see those black Numenorians?
No, I didn't. Don't know where they are.
Oh.
Hopefully they buggered off.
We know they can veil themselves with sorcery. That's probably what they've done.
Or
Just
hidden
cheating,
in the
that
snow.
Bastards.
I think
Are you
let us
going for the
be more
direct route?
concerned with that is in front of us now.
We'll go for
And
the
I'll-
kind of quick route,
we'll
I
go for
think.
the go kill some orcs.
Who's leading the path through this snow then? You can still use the shortcut that you found to
Is that
bring
a travel or an
yourself
explore
right
roll
up on
or
top
what?
of them. Probably, yeah, it could be a travel roll as you kind of try and find the easiest, least tiring path through this shortcut that Robin's found.
Okay. Right, here we go. I will spend a point of hope.
Yeah.
To try and
Go for it.
do it.
Nice. Gandalf is with you. You push through without tiring yourselves out too much. Vidar, with your knowledge of mountains and stones and rock, you manage to find all of the little outcroppings where the snow hasn't managed to pile up high enough. And, like, you'll find yourself kind of skipping between these rather than sinking to waist height into the, or in Hobbit case, almost pretty much head high, into the deep snow. So you managed to clamber up to the top of the ridge fairly easy. And you find yourself at the foot of the mountains. And yeah, you there are orcs straight ahead of you because you've brought yourself up right on top of them. They are as yet unawares. So I will say you can have a nice little ambush if you want. There's a lot of them, though.
That there are.
Wow.
So we'll go with opening volleys. And yeah, anyone who wants to, you push up over the ridgeline, pull yourselves up, and there's these orcs kind of scouring the land around you with kind of their backs towards you until the two wargs pick up a scent of something and start wheeling around. But by that point, it's too late. For here comes the
Do we target them at this stage?
Yes,
we can split it up over different people with like a pause in between. Does that count as 2 seconds each time, or?
Do you know what? I think I might re-roll that. Because that's embarrassing.
Where am I? I'm there. Okay.
Around you, as you pull out your bows, the snow starts to slowly drift down. And here upon the foot of the misty mountains, at the gate of the high pass, the great doom shall be decided.
Do we get any kind of bonus for them not being aware of us?
Yeah, we get to shoot them first.
I'll say you will get, because they're literally, most of them have their backs to you, so I'll say you get an extra d6 as well.
Okay. I'll use my reroll because that's going to be my best chance of actually hitting.
I'm not very good with a bow, so I'm fine. I'll miss.
Oh, for the love of God.
Oh, I've got 2 rerolls though. Yeah, let's give it a reroll. Why not? Every little helps, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll use my other one.
Which goblin were you shooting at, Siegfried?
Goblin number 1, I believe.
Yeah.
This chap over here.
Come on in, Goblin number 1. Goblin number 2 likes to go for long walks on the beach.
I thought it would be nicer than Evilous Orcandude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't mind either way. I would have called him Evilous Orcandude if you want.
Yeah.
But I saw they had archers, and I know that archers can be really dangerous.
They can indeed.
I was targeting Goblin Archer 3, so yeah, I thought.
I'd left the wargs for you.
But I missed. Oh yeah, that's close combat. You know, have a little shot over there.
I've given you your chance.
So yeah,
Give him a fighting.
But there's 2 of them. You know, that's
Oh yeah,
they're both for him.
Vidar 2 wargs.
Sigrun, your bow twangs and the arrow just goes straight into the neck of one of these goblin archers as the other one kind of starts lurching around like and Robin, you managed to shoot a shot at one of these 2 wargs that's wheeling around and already barking, and it sort of catches it in the shoulder blades and it howls. Everyone is kind of aware of you now, but the advantage of having ambushed them is you still have another opening volley.
Oh blimey.
I will say though, because like you're not all fantastically great.
I'm shit.
In ranged combat.
Yeah.
You can choose. You can either, as a fellowship, I will give you an evil choice. As like half of you are okay at shooting. You can forego the opening round entirely, and I'll give you like a straight on close up ambush as you fire a couple of shots and then charge straight into them whilst they're still trying to get their bearings. or obviously you can have the second opening volley.
Wait, what?
Do we want a
It's
free
gonna let
round
us
of
choose whether we
melee
want
or a
free
free
arrowing
round of?
or a free round of melee?
Free
melee.
round of melee, I think. There's more
Melee.
people involved.
Pull on,
Oh.
Sigrid.
Well, off you go, boys.
I don't
If
think
you
either
must.
of them are
Well, there you go.
I think
We
so,
do it
for
yeah.
scalping.
Pause it.
In that case, oh yeah, sorry. Typical. In that case, you can all pick your stances. And
Please don't stand in the way.
I don't think it matters with me.
I suppose it doesn't so much with you, does it?
now,
gonna get
one
Shoot over the top
thing-
of you.
one thing you need to take into account in this situation is rearward stance. Player heroes are allowed to assume a rearward stance only if the total number of enemies isn't more than twice the number of adventurers in the company.
Ooh. Wow.
Isn't
So it
more
is
than
at the
twice.
minute. So
Yeah.
I guess that means
So
I
you're
will have to
gonna
take
have
a
to-
different stance. But can I still use a bow in any stance other than rearward?
I believe your bow doesn't really say anything other than it's just ranged combat, isn't it?
And to do range, you have to be rearward. Is that right?
Yeah. But, you know, it also doesn't not say that you can't do it. And
Because I'm not in close combat.
there's also, I mean, Legolas is a prime example of people just shooting bows off left, right, and center whilst there's orcs standing right next to him. But, you know.
You're cool, Chief. I will take a different stance if I must. Am I still able to shoot?
Can't seem to be able
Yeah,
to drag my.
But they'll also be able to
Use your
smack
arrow
you on the
keys then.
head with a sword.
Okay.
And you can't use a shield in if
Nope.
you're holding a bow.
But they have to
So,
catch
yeah,
me
just
first. They have to get to me past the
Put
others.
yourself next to whoever you want. And we'll say at the moment the rest of them don't move. Anyone in close combat with you, if you don't kill them, will be able to hit you back.
Sure.
Anyone further afield
We'll
will
have to
only
run
be
up
able to join in next turn.
Okay.
to bop you on the head.
Right. Here we go.
So where are you going to stand, Sigrun?
Right there.
You have to engage one of them.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Phew.
Like it. Split everyone up so that I can sort of swarm. Yeah.
One at a time.
Okay. By the way, Vidar, you're still in rearward stance.
What? Am I? Oh, sorry.
I know it's your favorite stance and you're really good at ranged combat, but you just can't do it at the moment.
I don't know about that.
There you go. So who's gonna start this? As you
Oh, I'm going to shoot that guy as I
Heroically
run past him then.
charge up over the rocky, snowy ground and run straight at these orcs with your weapons drawn. Robin Burrows. Nice. So yeah, you come straight in at this warg and
That was the one I'd already
Almost.
shot, so I thought,
almost, but not just not almost cleave him in twain.
well, it's not really cleaving him with a frying pan.
No, that's how hard the frying pan
You
blows.
clanged him in twain.
It was still hot from the fire.
Did I kill it?
The edges are sharp now from multiple bashing.
Did I kill the thing?
No, just.
Oh.
But it looks.
Don't worry,
badly
Mr.
injured
Burrows.
you smack it on the head, and it sort of its head goes down, and it does that dog thing when it whimpers. But a fiery look glows in its eye as it peers at you through beady little. Sigrun, you run up to the goblin archer and fire.
Yeah, just slide past him on my knees and shoot up under his chin.
It just goes straight through. The first one went through the neck of the first goblin archer, and this one just goes straight through its head, comes out the other side.
Nice.
Drops down dead. Because, there's not much I can do if you're going to do 12 damage. Who's next?
Let the dwarf go next.
I thank you very much for softening him up, Mr. Burrows.
Henceforth, ye shall be known as Vidar Killstealer.
Tactical
one and a half war.
Tactical
I'm fine with
combatant. It's like, let's kill it before it gets to bite Mr. Burrows' head off.
Yeah, if it stops biting me, I'm fine with it.
As Robin smacks it on the head and its head dips down, your axe comes in and cleaves it up clean off. So,
can we bang axe and frying pan together afterwards?
Yeah. Ding! And the warg doesn't rise again. Thildir, that just leaves you.
Okay, let's do it.
I kill 5 of them.
No.
Sweet.
Orc kebab, like. Sorry, kebab for our American viewers.
Kebab.
Isn't it more of a K-bob? But...
I'd help if it was working.
Have you targeted anybody?
Circle
for target, and then back on the square to activate you.
Yeah, the little archery target on the left-hand side. Click on that, and then click on the thing you want to hit.
Yeah, it's targeted.
Right, then back on the square, and then do your weapon.
No, I'm clicking on it. It's not doing it. In fact, nothing on my sheet is now working. It won't even let me close it.
Uh-oh.
Try reloading. That can happen.
Oh, no.
It's frozen up.
All right.
Let's press F5.
5.
It takes a really, really long time to run.
It's like that Lancelot bit where he's running for ages across the snow towards the orc, and the orc's going.
It leaps across the snow, and there's like not a single footprint behind.
It's all the pirouetting he's got to do before he hits.
It's slow mo,
well,
and then
it's just elf slow mo, isn't it?
Leaps into the air and starts spinning around.
That business with the sword flying all around the body and some kind of Xena-like ululation.
War cry. There we go.
Whoa!
There we go. That's the war cry. Yeah, that'll probably hit.
And I'll submit a heavy blow.
Well, you Robin Burrows that and just didn't kill this orc soldier.
I'll be there in a second.
Cleave.
So, did you say it's still alive?
Yeah, cleave through most of the armor at the front side, and like your elven sword just goes shock, and dark orc blood starts leaking out, but he roars and screams and is going to smack you in the head. Which I feel is only fair, as you did hit.
So close.
the orc soldier, as your sword kind of gets locked in between this armor, and the orc is almost dead. His scimitar just comes crashing down on you.
Oh!
And you have to take a protection roll, as well as 6 damage.
What roll, sorry?
Just click on the grey box
Just
that
click
says
on the
protection roll.
button at the bottom. And hope your armor holds. Did say I was going to kill one of you.
No, just
No,
in the
No, just click
Just
on
in the
button.
chat there. Just
Yeah,
click
on
on
the-
In the
protection
chat,
roll
you
test.
you can see it's in a little grey
Got it.
box. If you click on it, you can just
Oh, that was rubbish.
ting.
Can I use my reroll?
Oh, no, it's
You
a
passed.
success.
Worked.
You
Yeah.
succeeded.
Your elven
It just sort of
armor
went
is
ting.
pretty
I'm
good.
sure Lewis
Yeah.
would be fine with you re-rolling, but you passed.
Yeah, go for it. You take 6 damage. And now the rest of the orcs start swarming in as they've recovered sufficiently. And I believe there's still more of them than there are of you. Not by
But
much.
not by
but you
double.
can select your stances first. And this time rearward
3,
stance
4,
is available
5, 6,
for
7,
one of you. But let it be noted, except if you're in rearward stance, that as there's more of them than there are of you, I get to choose who bunches up against who.
Okay.
You just got given a GM reroll, by the way, Les.
We will use it.
Sundance
Probably in
Kid,
the
what are you
next bit.
doing? Oh, okay.
And with my final reroll, Elendil's Heir gets repeatedly stabbed.
Join us next week for Land of the Rings.
yeah. It's a very different story when Hoss takes over as heir of Elendil.
Who knew?
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Minas Tirith gets a casino. You know, it's
So has everyone picked their stances?
yes.
Bloody patriarchy.
We're gonna have some
Bloody
wild
orcs.
Do we get to move?
No.
You don't really need to move.
No,
It doesn't,
they're all
doesn't
gonna move.
matter. It's irrelevant. Yeah, boy. Then we just put you here, though.
They've
I'll
got more
put you
people,
here
so they get to.
Yeah.
Oh. Go. You
Like
filthy
orc
orc, step forward and I
Tetris.
shall cut you down.
There we go.
Why?
And I'll move the slain corpses to the side. So that, we can just imagine mounds of orcs building.
Oh,
up.
hang on. Maybe you should move them to different areas to show who's got the highest running total.
Well,
This is Sigrun's corner. This is Vidar's. What's everyone else doing? No. So there you go. What order do you want to go in before we get to it?
Well, isn't it done by stance?
Well, yeah, but you have 2 people in forward stance, so you can
Mr.
choose
Elf.
who goes first.
Oh, thank you kindly. Right.
There you go.
Hildur stares down this blooded orc monstrosity in front of him, takes a calming breath,
Hooks it
and
in the eye.
makes an attack.
Nat him.
Yeah, that'll probably do it.
shish.
I mean,
And I'll do a
Yeah.
piercing blow as well.
that's perfectly fine. What's that? Your sword just goes straight through the helmet. Screeches and shouts for a moment and slides off of the back of your sword as you twirl round towards the goblin archer, who's drawn up next to you with a knife in hand. Vidar. I believe you are next.
Aye. Which of these two creatures do I think looks worse? Like, is the warg's bite worse than the orc's sword to me? Just from like our previous battles and stuff, do I have any inkling? Can I make a lore roll to see if I could tell?
You could probably guess that the warg's bite is going to be harder, but the scimitar's
Look cruel.
sharpness is more likely to pierce your armor.
Well, these wargs are a bit
But
annoying.
the
so
wargs
I'm going to
are
go for the
fast
wargs.
and
I want to get another warg on the list. So
I'm going to, before I forget then, as you're attacking him, spend a point of hate, because that's what wargs do, to make your attack ill-favored, as he uses his snake-like speed to try
Bloody
and dodge
hell.
the axe.
I think I need to dig deep and use some hope then.
Go on, spend all your hope.
So ill-favoured. What do I do? Worst
So-
dice.
Yeah, worst dice.
Yep.
And you have to click that little box next to it, I think.
What, to add a dice and then it's ill-favoured. It's switched to worst.
Yeah, but if it only rolls one dice.
Feet dice and worst. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, feet dice.
Right, then I'm going to go
And it'll
hope.
add an extra dice.
Yep, then I'm going to add hope.
Yep.
And
add a d6.
away we
How are you
go.
feeling?
Aye.
Yeah, that'll hit.
There we go.
It just tries to weave out of the way, but your axe is too swift, too cunning.
Ow.
My Doran speed! Oh, God. Die, foul beast!
Too well practiced, and you do that bit, from
Two towers, where he chops his head off.
towers, yeah, where he just like whop.
Yeah. Now chop its head off.
Yeah.
And I'll go, 2! Really loud. Like in the middle of it.
That's
Looking over
that's
at the
big
elf.
damage there.
Aye.
And now we go drop down to Robin Burrows, who is in open stance.
Okay, let's
There you go,
take a bit of a
two
whiff and hope for a Gandalf. No.
I think you have a re-roll.
No, I think I used both of mine.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, the goblin sort of, it's one of the smaller kind of orcs, is almost your height and sort of darts in around the swing of your frying pan, starts moving towards you with a knife, chattering its teeth and preparing to stab you. Sigrun.
I was just wondering if there's any way of doing trick shots. Probably should have looked this up earlier.
Actually, yeah, that reminds me. Sorry. Just do this. As you are actually in rearward stance, aren't you?
Yep.
So they can't attack you in melee.
Oh, okay. I won't do a trick
That
shot. then.
being the advantage of rearward stance.
Yeah, because in order to approach, they'd have to run down an arrow.
Yeah. That'll hit.
Oh.
You sure that's how much damage you'd like to do? Are you sure you don't want to re-roll that? Maybe. Right. It feels like you could have gotten more.
So as the orc sergeant bears down on Vidar, just as Vidar's going, 2! The orc sergeant opens his mouth, raises his blade, and an arrowhead pops out of his mouth, and he kind of just crumples.
Vidar turns and looks at him and just sees this arrow as he goes down. That's yeah. That'll do.
A fine shot.
The orcs around you have yet to notice their sergeant fall, as they're too busy pressing in, screaming, shouting. The first one comes at Vidar and lashes out with his scimitar, crashing into your armor.
You'll have to do better than that now, Sonny.
It doesn't manage to break through, but you get a fairly good bang on the
Noggins.
Yeah. The goblin archer looks at Robin Burrows and goes, tries to stab you straight in the chest. It's
a bit rude.
Yeah.
Aha.
Misses because you've got like 5,000 protection or whatever.
I've got a parry of 20.
Goblin
Why
archer
we bother
next
bringing all of these big fancy weapons when his bloody pan does all the work?
It helps that I'm a really small target.
Fildir sees a jagged knife lash in towards him.
Hopefully that parry will do good.
Well, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I actually...
Oh, nice arrow.
Oh.
Blimey.
Yeah.
2 damage,
It
isn't it?
does 2. It sort of catches in between parts of your
Breaks a
plate.
nail.
And, yeah, the tip of it just snaps underneath and kind of digs
Rub some
further in.
dirt in his hair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'll let you make the protection roll to see if it pierces your skin and digs into your shoulder.
I am
Luckily,
protected.
it is thwarted by your elven armor and just kind of gets stuck there.
And that strawberry shampoo you use.
It's cinnamon actually. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Synonyms.
As you twist away from this
Grown in the
goblin
gardens
archer,
of Rivendell.
you bring your sword up around as an orc soldier comes rushing in from the other side, stomping in his plate armor and flying towards you. And somehow misses. With all those 6s, I still somehow missed, but just got catches on your sword as you twist around elven like, because you fancy like that. And then we go back round to you lot. Anyone want to change stances first? As all of these orcs start to look quite worried, and I'm gonna dock them all a point of hate as they realise now that
their ruin is upon them.
A number of them have already fallen, and
we are about to smite their ruin upon the mountain.
Aye.
And their Sergeant Gutbar, who kept them in line by repeatedly beating them, has already been laid low by a cunning arrow shot. Right, so who's up first? It's your all in forward stance.
I'm not, am I?
No,
I'm in
you're
rearward.
in
No,
rearward.
I'm in rearward. It's all good.
Yeah.
Shall I take a strike at this orc?
Here
we go.
You know you want to.
Aye. I do.
The orcs just like clobbering and clobbering, trying to break through your armor as you twist out of the way, swing your axe up, block it, then come whop straight in with another blow, and he gets knocked backwards.
I'm enjoying it. Like,
Yeah, quite hard, but it's still kind of standing.
Almost enough.
Yeah, but there's a stream of black blood coming down out of his nose.
I'm going to look over his shoulder at Sigrun and go, "This one's mine!"
And he sort of spits it at you and comes running in again for another go. Who's next?
Ithildir.
I'll go. Yes, thank you
Go
kindly.
on, Ithildir.
Right. I will go for the Goblin Archer, because he dare get blood upon my armor. No one makes me bleed by your blood.
It's a well-known ancient Middle-earth saying.
Let's see what that does.
Yeah, I'll probably hit.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
You need to change
Yeah,
your
you
target.
attacked
You're
yourself
targeting
again.
yourself.
I think you targeted yourself because I'm pretty sure the Goblin Archer doesn't have a parry rating of 18.
You're not wrong. I certainly did. So let's try that again. Bit better.
Yeah. So you cut into him, and the blade sort of catches skin, and you try and push it a bit further through this leathery armor. Eventually, just pushing straight through and coming out the other side.
There'll be an ever so slight, teensy-wincy bit of a smile on Ithildir's normally emotionless face.
Instead of sort of your lips curling downwards, they level out and just sort of straight flat. Robin Burrows.
Oh, son of
You have a reroll.
Do I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I will use my reroll.
A pan. Yeah.
Bong.
In true Robin Burrows fashion, smack him straight in.
Back, you bastard.
Looks a bit dazed, but he's still holding the knife out in front of him, trying to cut at you while he reels a bit. Sigrun.
What? Nonsense. No, I'm going to use a reroll. I know I shouldn't because I know there's a bigger fight coming. But
No.
I am
The
missing
next
now.
fight
Oh
is
my
smaller.
word, that's
Ooh.
worse.
Uh-oh.
The arrow strikes Vidar straight in the eye and takes what? No. it whizzes
Fine,
off.
it would have hit Ithildir.
As it flies out, a single tiny speck of snow hits it and kind of veers it off just enough that it goes off into the distance.
Do I need to move the Mordor counter up?
Ah, yes, you do.
So it's 5 now.
Can't believe I Mordored on a
Badly
reroll.
wounded, spraying blood, orc soldier kind of.
I know you missed
spits
on
at
purpose.
Vidar again. And
I wasn't
tries
shooting
to-
at your one. I was
Oh,
shooting
okay.
at Ithildir's one because he's
Okay.
injured. You told me not to.
Oh, okay. I thought you were shooting at mine because we were having a...
No, Ithildir's actually injured, so I thought
Oh, okay.
maybe he's the one to shoot for.
screaming rage in your face, Vidar, just cuts straight into you.
There we go. My second
For another
hit.
6 damage.
6 damage. Uh-oh. I believe I am now weary.
Ooh. Cast off your helm.
Aye.
The goblin archer closes in on Robin Burrows, still kind of looking suspiciously dazed up until the moment he kind of steps close enough and then he goes, lashes out with his knife.
Oi, right? Yeah.
I've been LARPing with that guy.
But still manages to miss because, you know,
You panned him in the face.
yeah. And also Hobbit's just like
Really a bit of
magically
like cookie
disappear,
grease got in
yeah.
his eye.
It's because they had
And
to
the
keep
final-
switching the actor out for that forced perspective thing.
Yeah. Lunging. It's like, no, he's 5 foot. He's like standing over there. He's nearer the camera.
The orc lunges at the 5
orc
foot tall actor
soldier
over there and misses the toddler.
slashes.
Aha! Thakun!
Slashes at Efildir, and I think you're not wounded yet, are you, Efildir?
Taking
I
damage.
think I'm going to use my reroll on that.
Oh.
But still. Oh, not fair. You're all mean to the Dark Lord.
Oh, poor Dark Lord.
The Dark Lord shall never triumph.
All I want to do is cast my dominion over all.
Piss off, Dark Lord. Don't make me sing at you again. I'll do it.
So, anyone want to change stances?
No.
No.
Go on then. Who's up first?
How about you, you foul creature of Mordor? I was going to swing at him.
By the way, Dan, have you taken your endurance off for when you got hit earlier?
No, I don't think I did. I'll do that now.
You know you said cast my helm off. Can I do that? Can I chuck my helm off?
Yeah. No, literally, that's what it's made for. That's
Okay.
why it's an extra slot in your
Cool.
character sheet, so you
Cool.
can just sort of
So I'm
cast
not-
it aside.
I
And
shouldn't be
you
weary
do
then, right?
Yeah, and then it lowers your load.
Dropped.
And
Dropped.
Yeah.
There we go. Boom. Yeah, I like, "Ugh, I've had enough.
then
I'm
your
gonna use a...
Eowyn style hair starts like it's your beard probably. a bit
Vidar's
out of place.
actually a female dwarf. You just
Vidar's
can't tell.
beard sways in the wind heroically.
How about you, foul creature?
And yeah, you just bosh, bisect it. And pulls it to the floor. Lots of dead orcs.
4.
Right, who's next?
Go on, Dan.
Oh, thank you, sir. Right. Let's just make sure I target him this time.
Yeah, I can see you. Watch out.
Is that good, or shall I reroll?
I think you
You
could do
could
better
reroll.
than that,
I
can't
think
you?
I can do better than that. Yeah, I'm
I
going to
think
use
you
one
could
of my
also do
rerolls.
worse.
Yeah, but he's like a elven super sword master.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could eye of Sauron.
We're alright,
Well,
though.
I'm sitting on
He
3
doesn't
rerolls.
kill it. There's
Yeah,
an
I'm
arrow
alright.
coming through the back of its neck. Oh, even better. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
Even
okay.
better.
Ho, two lots of extra
with
damage.
a-
Go on.
With a piercing blow and a heavy blow.
Ho.
So
Pate.
Like everyone else has managed so far, you almost kill this orc outright. And your sword clangs into the armor, rips through it. But did you hit them somewhere where it'll hurt? It turns out you did, as your sword pierces the orc's heart and it stops moving and falls to the floor.
Yes, there is a hope for man. And the time
It's
of the
me.
again.
There is a hope for man. It's me, Elendil.
Bosh!
Oh, nice job.
Frying pan uppercut.
Bong!
After Elendil slays the last orc soldier, Robin burrows, back swings the goblin whose head goes dong and neck stretches out and it just goes crumpling to the floor in a extended fall. From all the sides around you, you can just sort of hear this fight hasn't gone unnoticed. You can hear the shouts of orcs coming from all sides, the baying of wargs. They know you're here, but you've broken through the line and you push straight on into the heart of the high pass.
Push on.
Push on.
It's a pretty good showing all round there, I think.
Aye. A fine strike there, Mr. Burrows, to round it all off.
Nicely done, yeah.
Well, it's a bit easier when they've only got a knife.
You march on at haste into the very heart of following this kind of old track that you find in the snow, and there's horse prints upon it, and you're following them along, knowing where that's going to lead, until you find yourself standing before 3 black-clad dark horsemen. They've dismounted from their steeds, and the first of them, his face is angular and grim, with piercing eyes that burn with an intense will. The second is marked by time, yet still bold and stern like the statues of the kings of old. And the third is tall and handsome, but with a deadly cold stare like the icy rivers of winter. They turn to you, and the first amongst them says, "You were supposed to be dead."
Didn't work like that, did it, though?
It is a mistake that we will not allow to continue. The line of Elendil will be broken here. So far, you can't see the Heir of Elendil. The pass is still ahead. You can hear some shouting coming from there. You can see some snow moving as well, as if snow is falling down under the pressure of whatever's happening above. But there's
Not if
definitely
we break
noise
you
coming
first.
closer.
Aye. We dwarves and elves and hobbits will not let men fall this day. Step forward. Let us end it here.
Am I bloody invisible or something?
That was beautiful.
Bloody patriarchy.
They move towards you. The first draws his sword. The second draws a great spear. And the third holds out his hand, but draws a long sword beside it.
No faces. Just busy. Right. I'll get my axe. Let's be about it then, shall we?
Opening volley in this, though, as you're kind of moving towards each other in the heroic climactic duel, Claire. So yeah, you can we'll go straight to begin combat, and you can pick your stances. Remove host.
Right, you two tie up those fun fellas. I'm gonna pick off the wizard. Mr. Burrows, run interference.
You can move to engage whoever you want.
Which dude's got the sword?
This one. And this one's holding a sword as well.
Okay. I don't want to fight the spear wielder because I'm the shortest
I'll
person. That would be
I'll
silly.
go for the spear wielder then.
Aye.
Yeah. Okay.
That looks sensible.
Then I'm gonna move him into here.
Oh, bloody hell.
Don't worry, I got him.
It's my fault for being a mouthy bloody dwarf.
They were fine words.
We'll miss you.
Yeah, this is the end.
We'll remember you.
This is the end of Vidar. 2.5 wargs.
Right.
At least you got your song.
If Fildir or Vidar, who's going first?
Did he actually write
You
down?
got the
Brilliant.
song.
I've got a song. But that's for later.
He will go forth to the halls of his ancestors to rub off more stone.
Aye.
No stone will remain.
Before
unrubbed.
I run into battle, if Sigrun's at the back, I'm going to take off my bag that's got all my maps and stuff in it, and throw it to her.
Okay. Anyone want to say anything particularly heroically, like war cry before? Now's your time. This is the big role playing moment as well.
I think it's more of a.
I'm gonna shout and point. Look, there he is, the Heir of Elendil.
None of them look around. They just kind of look down on you as they're like 7 foot tall.
You're going to do the shoelaces trick in a minute, aren't you?
Worth a try.
Definitely worth a try. Fildir, are you going first? Go on.
Maybe they'll really like potatoes.
Yeah.
Not interested
Yes.
in some chips.
This
Let me
old,
target my
sort of older looking fellow rushes at you with the spear as you run to meet him.
How do we use fellowship points again?
That's
That's in a fellowship phase, isn't it? Yeah, sorry. Just checking.
Well, you can restore hope with it as well when you're resting. And,
yeah, we weren't resting.
and
Yeah,
you
okay.
can call upon your patron using fellowship points.
I might
That
spend
may
point
be
of paper as
useful
well.
in a second.
What, call in Gandalf?
Yeah. Well, mainly Gandalf's ability that he gives you.
It's an airstrike.
What is his ability that he gives us? Sorry, I don't know.
It calls in an AH-64 Apache gunship.
Like
Is it the Eagles?
you've met
on,
the
please
Eagles.
be the Eagles.
No. It allows you to resist. Let me go to patrons.
Oh, yeah. It's like resist the shadow, isn't it? We can.
Yeah, resist the
Okay.
shadow.
That may
easily.
come in useful in a minute. Oh, okay. Spoilers.
You can spend fellowship points to make shadow tests favored.
Okay.
Not that you'd need that.
Well, I'm going to be spending a hope point, and
I'm going to be spending a point of hatred to make your attack ill-favored.
okay. Ooh.
That's harsh.
Cursing this individual and naming him a disgrace to his race. I will.
The special
Make a roll.
elven swear words.
Mm,
Oh
You didn't roll your ill-favored.
dear.
What do you do?
Oh dear, what's that?
David?
You got to click the feat die and then click
Yeah.
the little switch that turns it to worst. So
Yeah.
it says best. You click on that and it goes red to
So
worst.
in the middle, when you press an attack, in the middle there should be a bit that says feat
So
feat
does
die
he need
best
to roll another
worst.
feat die?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just roll another
No,
d12.
Just roll another
No.
d12 and we'll pick
Oh,
the
okay.
worst
We'll do it from there.
one out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's got me stuck on the specialist success bit.
All right. Yeah.
Hang on.
Okay, so you're potentially doing 11 damage.
But roll another
So
d12.
was it?
Just roll
Just
1d12.
1d12. I mean, you've got a pretty good chance of actually doing better. I imagine that might well be your worst d12.
He's going to roll a Eye of Mordor. Clearly.
Mm,
It's actually worse.
It's still an extraordinary success though, isn't it? 'Cause it's only 3 off
Yeah, it'd only be 27.
27.
27, yeah, that's still going to go through. So, yeah. So, he takes 11 damage.
Ho
Harsh. But still looks kind of undaunted.
Oh.
And to get daunting.
Aye.
After striking his blow, Isildur.
Mr. Burrows, let
upon
us
his
focus
enemy.
our attention. And I'm gonna
His
attack the guy.
mighty spear whips around towards you, Afildir, after you cut into him. But, yeah. Vidar, you going next?
Yeah, I'm
Who
gonna
are you
hit the one
attacking?
that's next to Mr. Burrows so we can focus our.
The third of the Black Numenorians.
Is that the one?
The one from the back is my one.
Yes, the first of the Numenorians. Okay.
The first, this one.
No, that's my one.
This is the first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one
that's
Ben's
the
shooting,
third.
and I'm attacking the third.
The third. Yeah. Go.
Okay, so
Richard.
yeah. Okay, I am going to hit him with my thing. I'm going to use a hope, and here we go.
Can I add a hope to that as well? Because he's my fellowship focus.
Assisting. I don't
That's
think you
no.
can
You
assist
give up
in
your.
combat.
Don't give up your action.
Oh, okay.
Hit him as well.
Yeah. Your
Aye.
axe goes in, and you knock him back slightly. Yeah. But equally, as with the second of the Black Numenorians, this handsome, cold-eyed fellow in front of you looks kind of undaunted by your attacks as he parries his way back and you come hammering in, dealing him blows. Robin Burrows. It's Hobbit time.
Is there anything I can do in combat besides literally attacking him? Like, can I try and distract him, make myself annoying?
You can,
could try
actually.
and
It depends
distract
on
him.
the-
Yep. You also have actions depending on your stance. So let me
What
just
stance are you in?
Open at the moment.
open stance.
Open. Combat task, rally comrades.
Yeah, you can do that. And you could also do any other action that you want to try within reason.
Or you
So-
could drop into a defensive stance and use the combat task, protect companion. Which might actually be more useful because you're a flipping ninja.
I don't think I can swap to defensive, though. I think that would have to
Not
be.
at the moment.
That'll be
no.
next round.
Is it just a regular horse he's on?
They're not on the horses now. They've
Oh,
stepped off the horses to murder you all.
Yeah.
Are they wearing hoods or
And
anything?
possibly the heir of Elendil.
Are they wearing hoods or anything like that?
They're wearing
Put
armor.
a potato sack over
and-
his head.
Basically, they look like Numenorians, but their armor's kind of more
Black.
Sauron-y
Yeah,
and
yeah.
darker.
I was trying to figure out if I could just pull the hood over his eyes.
Give him a wedgie. Reach in and pull
Give
his
him a
pants up
wedgie.
out the back of his armour.
They're finely clad like the guards of the
All right,
Citadel,
I'll
but
just,
in the
I'll just
kind
hit
of
him. I don't think there's anything I can do.
evilish way.
A dark shadow version of the armor.
Only the Black Numenorians deal in absolutes.
Alright, I was very tempted to steal his horse.
Then the Black Numenorians start. Do you want to buy some
bloody
vodka?
hell.
You've got a reroll there, though.
I do, but it's not really worth it.
It is to get rid of that whole Eye of Mordor problem.
That raises your.
No, I'm not going to because I need rerolls for.
Being
Raise
alive.
it up to 6.
I've literally got one.
Yeah, sure.
Aye.
Okay. And then it is Sigrun, daughter of Sigrid. There
Yep.
you go. Even I know it now.
Crickety crack.
His turn.
A fine archerist.
Vidal! A bard! Wang! And I'm going to spend a point
Twang.
of hope and make it inspired.
Ooh. That's too much. Wait, let me just. I'm probably also going to make that ill-favored.
So that would just cancel out the favoredness.
Yeah. Because I'm mean.
So does that mean it's not inspired anymore?
Wait, inspired.
Inspired gives you the
is
extra feat
favoured.
dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah,
take
yeah,
the
yeah.
inspired off.
So you
take
just
the high point.
just put it. It's a flat zero. You have one dice instead. They cancel each other. Yeah, still a great success.
12 damage. Nice.
But I luckily avoided a massive success. Now, the first of the Black Numenorians, who you have met before, looks somewhat taller, prouder, tougher, more well-clad. And this shot that you have used before to outright kill orcs seems to barely move him in any way.
2 more, I'm going to get a full Boromir on this bastard.
Now I have to count. Yep, there you go. And then it is there go.
Uh-oh.
Firstly, Isildir.
Farewell, my friends.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, we don't have to live, do we? We just need to stop them from...
we just need to stop
killing
them from
Aragorn.
killing Aragorn.
A fierce blow comes at you with this great spear. By which I'm saying I'm also using Fierce Folk to add favoured to my attack.
Yowza.
Yeah, you're really not pulling any punches anymore. Oh.
And somehow
Okay.
it still misses. However, the second attack lashes out.
2 attacks.
Oh dear.
And
I'm
2
dead.
attacks.
I'm dead.
Oh,
to give you an idea, they have you have an attack per might point as adversaries.
Might point. Okay.
Yep. So that's your wounds basically,
Yeah.
but also the amount of
12 damage.
And he slashes into you.
I tell you what, I think the Heir of Elendil is going to have to come and save us in a minute.
so did you say that did 12 damage?
Yeah.
That did
Yeah.
12 damage. Yeah.
Yeah. One of his 2 attacks did 12 damage to you.
I mean, you
All
hurt
right.
him pretty badly as well.
Change of
so-
plans! Run away!
Never give up.
I've lost where I put
Cool.
damage. Where's...
Oh, do you want me to do it?
Endurance.
Just under endurance, resources
Yeah,
and
nice.
endurance. Where it says
Yep.
23 now, you can drop it down by 12.
Oh. Oh.
And then the third of the Black Numenorians. That's on me. reaches out towards Robin Burrows and unleashes upon him a dreadful spell.
Oh,
the
son of a
likes
bitch!
which
Go
you
for the
have
Hobbit
seen-
first.
Seen before.
Clearly taking out the biggest threat.
Yeah, precisely. And he
Billy
spends
don't
a
like
point of
taters.
hate to give you 3 shadow points. If you fail your shadow test, you become miserable.
I don't
Pretty
believe
shit.
it. I've never seen Mr. Burrows miserable in the time I've known him.
So how do I do this?
Make a
So yeah, you can roll
Wisdom?
on. I think it's sorcery dread. So no, it's sorcery is probably is wisdom.
And there was something we
Let
can do
me
with
just make
Gandalf
sure.
on this, was there?
You can
Oh, yeah, let's
invoke
spend a point.
Gandalf by spending a fellowship point to make your test favored.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
I've already taken it off.
So sorcery is wisdom. Yep.
Sorcery.
I don't think that added the extra.
No, it didn't add the extra dice. So roll it again, but with
So-
an extra dice. There you go. So you reduce that to 2 shadow points. You don't become miserable because you passed, but you've picked up 2 shadow points as you're standing before him with this pan in your hand and you've already lashed out with it, but suddenly he looms larger, like a dark version of Gandalf in Bilbo's house. But like the whole area is just him surrounding you, looming over you, and you quail briefly before him before he returns to normal. And finally, the first of the Black Numenorians is going to hit Vidar.
Oh.
5 damage. The sword lashes out and just kind of, in an almost petulant strike, slaps you across the face, just cutting across your cheek, and then it comes round back the other way. For a stronger strike that crunches into your ribs.
I have 0 endurance.
Do you?
Well, in fact, -2.
In that case, you get to do something fun.
I don't think
Shout
it's fun.
Gandalf! No.
Darkoon!
Hot fun or cold fun? Oh, a wound.
Yeah.
Can resist being wounded once without serious consequences, but risk their lives if injured again. Check the wounded box and roll wound severity using a feat dice.
Yes, indeed.
So I roll 1d12, yeah?
So yeah, check your wounded box first.
Okay, where's that? Okay, gotcha. Hang on, it's not letting me do it. Sometimes you got Alt click.
Yeah.
Wounded, and it's come up with a box saying 0 days.
Yeah.
Yep, because you need to roll.
Because you still need to roll a d12 to see how badly wounded you are. And I would say in this case, don't roll an Eye of Sauron. So you're severely wounded, and it will take 4 days of resting for you to recover.
Okay.
Well, 4 days in general for you to recover.
Can I do anything, or am I down?
Oh, you could still take another
no.
one of those
Yeah.
before you die.
Also, I could take another wound. So basically, if it hits me again, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Dying.
Basically.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
There's like a stabilization thing.
It's
as
quite
well.
heroic. I quite like it though. Vidar's feeling quite heroic at this moment. It's, you know, this.
If you're
pitched
going to die
battle.
against anything, it's the, evil Dark Numenoran Knights of Death.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
absolutely.
Bum. Yeah, let me just make sure, because I do believe if your endurance goes down to 0 and you take a wound from that,
Parlin's beard. That's also. Oh.
Dying heroes must receive a successful healing roll within approximately 1 hour, or they will die.
Aye.
I'm gonna say, because it's the big finale, we'll just go with, your endurance comes back and you have like one wound left. You're standing, but barely.
Okay. So so I'm on
It's
0
0.
endurance, but I can take another wound.
You will put you back at like 27 endurance.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Ah, right. Okay, so you like it's
Because
your.
I'm being nice.
Okay, you don't have to be nice. I don't mind
Usually
if Vidar
you're-
dies in
well,
combat. It's fine. Usually,
in,
what happens?
in that case, you're unconscious. You're just sort of you're out of the combat as you've been taken down to 0 endurance, and now you're also wounded.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, we'll give you. You can spend fellowship points to increase your endurance on a 1-to-1 basis. In this case,
I'll tell you what. I'll
bring
spend
you back up
a fellowship
to
point,
fight.
and I'm back on 1 endurance. Right? Yeah.
Properly heroic level of endurance.
Yeah,
Aye. Ooh,
you're weary.
foul,
You have to cast off.
dark
You've got to take
creature.
at least 3 hits to be killed in Lord
Yeah.
of the Rings.
Yeah, it'll take more than that to lay this one of Durin's folk to rest forever. Come.
Who's anyone changing stance?
Yes.
It's all out.
Out across as you're engaged in this epic duel to save the heir of Elendil out across in the high pass. You hear noises approaching as you can almost see figures lurching down the hillside. From behind you, you can hear the shout of wargs and the cries of orcs as they're rushing to their master's aid.
We must be quick.
Oh, do you think so? That sounds like an idea. Good
My.
plan.
So, has everyone got their stances?
I think so.
Aye.
If Phil dear. for it.
Indeed. Right.
I think this is where the rerolls come in.
I think I'm down to 2.
I've only got 1 left, I think.
I will say you could kill him, but you'd have to do really, really well.
Do really well, Dan. We believe in you.
Do it.
Just roll all 6s on the d6 and
Yeah.
a couple of 12s on the
Good
d12s,
shout.
and we're all gravy. Just
It's a
do
good
that.
plan. I like it.
Just do that, he
Just
says.
do that.
Do that and spend hope.
Great success.
So, yeah, that's. Is it
I'm
going to
gonna-
be enough?
Just do damage. Don't bother with a wound.
Yeah, just damage.
What, heavy
'Cause
blow? I don't know. Fend
yeah,
off is
the
quite
thing
tempting
is,
at the
if
moment.
you
And it's supposed to be
reduce-
to merit parry.
Reduce an opponent to 0 endurance, they snuff it. But they might have 2 wounds, but that's not the same as your 2 wounds.
So just do damage.
Aye.
He is looking seriously damaged. He's looking seriously
Well,
injured.
we're in
as
another
you,
round of it.
Aye.
Cut into him, and let me just count that out.
Sigrun, can you do that thing where you shoot 3 arrows at the same time?
I've
Yeah,
tried looking
also-
it up. But no, apparently.
Forget all your special abilities and things as far as they they work out and help in this case. But yeah, he's almost like on one knee now as Fildir drives him back.
I mean, I am going to kill
Still
Theo.
got his spear out in front of him, and he's still like casting your sword to the side and stabbing in at you as far as he can. But this giant 6'5" bloke or whatever, you've driven him down to his knees.
Well, I'll give it to him. Humans are tenacious.
It's a Numenorian. There's some elven blood in there somewhere.
One of the Dane.
Vidar almost dead, almost gone to the wargs.
What? Gone to the ancient halls of my brethren.
Hang on, let me just look up Lament for Theodred lyrics.
I'm wondering whether I hit the same one or I hit the middle guy who Sigwin's going to shoot.
Wow, I see why they cut that.
No,
I think you should
attack the same
the
guy.
one doing really fine.
Yeah, attack the same guy.
Go on.
But this, I'm.
You could try and save Robin Burrows. If
Yeah, that's what I'm going to.
combine
Well,
it, yeah.
I'm going to fight that guy
Yeah.
who's doing weird shit to
Don't
Mr.
worry about
Burrows. We have to worry about all of them.
Legs.
They're all pretty tough. But I'm gonna Durin guide my blade, and I'm gonna. I'm proud. This is probably my last moment in battle.
Go on.
So I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna use a point of hope because that's all we have left. I'm going to use a bloody reroll.
I can well imagine with that amount of ones, I would advise a reroll.
Right. Where are we? Here we go.
Spaff hope, spend everything, be proud, be
I am.
confident, be...
Yeah. Here we go. That's a bit better. Not much better.
Yeah.
Oh, great success.
Great success.
Smash it into damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
If these are my last moments, then let it be me standing next to my friend Mr. Burrows, back to back against the darkness. I would have it no other way.
Crunch into him and almost, pretty much halve whatever sturdy endurance he has left to him.
That doesn't... Okay, do 11 damage to him, Roger.
In defensive stance, yeah, good luck.
Go on, Robin Burrows.
It does mean that because of
I'm going to
defensive
do Protect
stance,
Companion on Vidar.
Yeah.
So I have to make a battle roll. Sorry, Vidar. If I spend hope on it, do I get a bonus because it's my fellowship focus?
Yes. In fact, I'll say you get 2.
Oh, hope.
Get, 2 extras.
Yeah.
Add a bonus die.
And you could still attack
2
as well.
bonus die. Yeah.
So on a successful roll, the next attack aimed at the protected hero loses 1d plus another d for each success icon. So the next attack against Vidar loses 3 dice.
Aye, that frying pan is coming in very handy.
Yeah.
I'm basically just flailing around like an absolute lunatic with a frying pan going, oh, piss off! Get away! Fucking an odd potato.
On his head. You're on his shoulders, on his head, just going pung, pung, pung on his helmet. It's not hurting him,
waving
but
it
he
in front
can't
of his
see.
face.
Yeah.
Can't see him, can you?
Leave him alone! Yeah. Okay.
Get off him, you arse.
Oh, I'm torn. I need to keep focusing my fire, but Vidar's in trouble.
No, shoot
and
the
he's my
dude.
fellowship focus. But which dude? There's like 3 dudes.
The
Hit
middle
the
one.
that Vidar
That's the
just,
one who
like,
stabbed
smashed.
me.
Is it? Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I have to shoot him.
Yeah.
Because...
Well, I mean,
Or shoot
You
the one
could-
Ithildur's fighting.
There's a.
I
I was thinking
will
of-
say there's a good chance that Sigrun could kill either of the two other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
not
one of the
this
wounded
one.
ones.
Can you shoot over my head?
You're not gonna kill him.
I'm
one
gonna.
shot.
I think I can kill the one that Ithildir's fighting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he can
That'll
step
be
up.
Ithildur can come in behind.
Or the
and-
one that Vidar just hit.
I don't know that I
really
can
hard.
get that one without shooting Vidar in the back of the head.
Yeah, don't shoot me in the back of the head.
That might be considered rude. All right, here we go. Mr. the First. You think you're clever. You think you're all that.
Are you shooting at the first or the?
The second of the Black Numenorians.
I'm shooting
You
at
can
the
kill
one that
that one.
Ithildir was fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Go there. Go for it.
Do it.
I can't make it inspired, but I can have a hope point. And he can have a heavy blow.
Oh.
How do you finish him off?
Right in the eye. Straight
You
through that
already
helmet
has, like,
slit.
Kind of like there's a metal plate over one eye.
Well,
where
he doesn't have it over that
sometime
one.
In the past, he's lost one, and your arrow finds his second eye, and he slowly slumps to the floor. His great spear still wielded out in front of him, trying to find Ithildir. As he falls down, and the snow around him slowly colours red.
A red day.
A bit of a combat roll to put myself in a good position for next time, and
The third of the Numenorians is gonna batter Robin Burrows with his sword.
Just rude.
Don't worry, there's more where that comes from. Sword lashes out, and you're ducking underneath as you're trying to protect Vidar.
I'm just
and, like,
ducking it while
moving
holding
away
my
from
frying
him.
pan in front of the
holding
Numenorian's
his
face.
over. Ding, ding.
Can't see him, can you little bastard?
However, his friend, the first, whom you have met before, who is one of your greatest enemies, sees Vidar get back to his feet and lurch forward to attack again.
Does lose 3 dice though.
Yeah,
I think I need a shield in the
looks
future.
at him.
Come on, Vidar, you're gonna be alright.
And looks at him and says, "Stay on the floor where you deserve to be." -3 dice.
-3.
Aye.
That's not going to go well. It gets cast aside by this pan that comes in at the last moment. And then he
My eyes were
swings round
closed,
again,
and I'm like,
swings round again. And the pan casts it
I was
away to the other
could have
side.
got me with that one.
As Robin Burrows is just sort of standing there shaking under the force of these blows as it reverberates.
Your
through.
blow shall not pass, you bastard!
Now we're back round to you lot. Yeah, stances.
I'm gonna move.
Forward. I think we've got a new tactic, Roger.
You hear screaming and
there.
shouting from behind you coming closer.
No, go
and
round the back.
closer.
Dan, go to there. If you stand there, you're in the way, and I can't do anything.
You can shoot
Round the-
through it. It's
round the back.
Yeah, round the back.
it's all happening.
Yeah,
and-
there you go. There you go.
And suddenly, from in front of you, you just catch a glimpse from between the fighting of a hooded figure running down the path.
Oh, he
with
can
a
start off. We're
drawn
about to do it on
sword.
our own. Come on.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
No. I'm joking.
there
I'm joking.
Hold your horses, fella. We got this.
I've come to deliver you a message. The heir of Elendil couldn't make it.
Nobody has to know.
He had a bit of a sniffle, so he's back there.
Well, that's the thing. If the Black Numenorians survive this, they may report back to Mordor that there is in fact an heir.
And such
Something
things
that
as
is not yet
hobbits.
certain. And, yeah,
The
and
last
such
thing we
things
want
not-
is Mordor knowing about hobbits.
Aye.
So,
It's our secret weapon, that is.
Phil, dear, you going first?
Yeah, I'll go so I can finish off, or at least try to finish off.
Yeah, go for the
Captain to
One.
captain. Go on, hope it up.
Yeah.
Cut his ruddy head off.
It's too late. I was going to say I'm going to.
Why do you keep on saying I'm miserable?
Because you've got shadow and you've got.
If you've got more
Yeah.
shadow than you've got remaining hope, then
Yeah.
you'll be mid.
You still manage
Yeah.
to do 6 damage
Yes.
as you cut into
I might
him
reroll.
from-
Do you think it's probably worth a reroll?
You can give it a go, but you're currently weary, and apparently you should be miserable.
So-
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Weary
keep that
means
on
1,
in
2s,
your
and 3s don't
character
count.
sheets.
And
Yeah.
what does miserable mean?
Miserable.
Is that
it's
unfavored?
nice. Rolls
Any
a Sauron,
eye
he
of
just
Sauron is an outright fail, like a Gandalf would be.
So yeah, just keep it.
Yeah, that'll do.
Damage is damage.
That'll do.
There
Be
you
miserable,
go.
it means that every day is like Sunday.
And yeah, you cut into him, and it sort of slices along his thigh, but he remains moving and mobile, and is still slashing down at Vidar.
Does his skin get very pale and his hair go black?
Who, Vidar?
Oh,
No, Thildir. Now he's miserable.
oh. No, he just keeps looking out towards the west and going, I wonder if there's a ship I could get on. Vidar.
Right. It's hope time, baby.
You are weary but
I know.
undaunted.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Aye.
that hits.
That'll do.
And your axe strikes out. And just as the third Numenorian's sword is about to cut into Robin Burrows as he tries to protect you from this other Numenorian, your axe finds him and cleaves him down. Now there is but one left.
Oh. My tired war cry. Oh.
Black mist leaves his eyes as he falls to the floor. And suddenly the area around you doesn't seem as oppressive. Robin Burrows, it's your go.
So I hop on over to the other Numenorian. Start going, oh, you can't see him now, can you? And start waving my frying pan in his face. And I'm
Yep.
again spending hope.
Spending your Okay. That'll do.
Minus
what's
4
that?
dice.
Yeah, I think the maximum is -3, but
Aye.
I mean that's enough.
It doesn't say there's a maximum. I mean, unless it's a general
I think
combat.
it's
Yeah,
a general
I
thing
can't-
of plus or
yeah.
-3.
Oh, okay.
-3 is yeah. Okay. Then it is Sigrun's turn. As this final Numenorian is the last one in the way.
Just shoot round the
Time
frying pan.
It's going to go like
Finish
this
this.
to him. Reroll.
Oh, I haven't got any left.
Just don't worry. Damage is damage.
Yeah.
It's not enough damage.
Your arrow strikes past him, kind of just knocks his arm back as his powerful armor absorbs the blow, but pushes him back, and he's looking a bit more tired now. But still, he comes lurching forwards, and he turns back towards Elendil, who's come in behind him, strikes out with his sword. And I'm going to spend a point of hate to make that a favored roll. Oh, it would help if I select someone to attack. And I think that will hit.
Uh-oh.
And he crunches into your armor once again, and his sword cleaves through it. You have to make a protection roll as you try and dart out of the way, but find yourself wounded. So you can select wounded in your character sheet as well.
Have you got any rerolls? You could reroll them.
I have got a reroll. I've got one reroll left.
Yeah, you can try and re-rolling that protection roll.
I know it's pretty tough because I'm weary.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I'm weary.
It's because you've got
Your endurance is below
damage
your
in
load.
Yeah.
You're currently on 11 endurance and your load is 21 with your fatigue and everything on top.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
it's
wonder.
worth the reroll.
No. So you are now on 0 endurance.
And he needs to
So
make an injury
roll
roll.
an injury roll. You can see there's a little box there as well.
Can I Boromir this guy? Can I Boromir him? Go on, let me Boromir him.
There you go. So
2
you're
days.
severely
There's an
wounded
injury for a
2
duration
days.
of 2 days.
Yeah, so that's been added to you. So yeah, you'll be wounded for 2 days basically, which means you recover endurance slower. If you get wounded again in that time, you'll be dying, etc. All of the negatives that go with that. Then his sword casts around and strikes at Robin Burrows as he's swinging this pattern about.
Son of a bitch.
But go on, I'm gonna make that favored as well. It's the last go. God. It's not like you're not gonna kill him. You still missed.
Can I finish him? Can I finish him? Can I finish him? Let me do it. Go on, let me do
It's
it.
going to probably take more than one arrow. But...
Not necessarily.
It's
Go for it.
background to you guys, so you can change your
I've
stances.
changed my
first.
stance to forward stance, and I'm going to try and
Okay,
finish this
Go
guy.
on. Run
He's
in then.
getting- Oh yeah, of course I've got to run in, haven't I?
You say, would you not be better
Power
shooting?
Yeah.
Fildy, you see a cloak pass in behind you and a sword
I'm still gonna
flashing
shoot
out
him.
as well. But we'll see, you know, obviously
But
if you
I'm going to
kill him
power
first.
slide in and shoot him.
Aragon.
He's getting the lot, everything. Hope, inspiration, my monster killy superpower. Oh, for the love of...
Yeah, it hit. And you slide in and release a bow shot, and it hits him in the armor and pushes him back, but twangs off again.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Who's up next?
And my axe.
Go on then. You still succeeded. axe the axe comes hacking in, cleaving him pretty much a new one. And now he's starting to look.
Oh, now
very
he's starting
badly.
to look a bit injured.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Now he's looking like this is pressing him hard as he's casting his.
Giving
sword
the elf
around
the
at
do
all
it
sides.
eyes.
If this is a new round, can I have changed stance?
Yes, yeah,
Right.
you can.
Cool. Because the defensive thing that I did on Vidar is still in effect because it's the next attack on him.
Okay.
Ah. Go forward stance.
Please can
Go on,
the
then.
Hobbit be the one that kills him. That'd be
Be
hilarious.
amazing.
Well, still got a Fildir and Robin to go. So who
Go
wants
on,
to
the
go
Fildir.
next?
Yeah,
Tee it up for the
See
Hobbit.
what?
Come on.
yeah,
Loosen him up.
cool.
I mean,
I'm
that
gonna
would be amusing, but I think it's
Who
optimistic.
is the Fildir going?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'll go.
Gonna spend a point of hate to make your attack
Jesus.
ill-favored. He's
me a
really,
break.
Oh
really
man,
angry.
this is hardcore.
Well, in fairness, he doesn't want to die a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And this is the
most
boss.
people don't.
This is the big
Yeah.
bad guy.
So I've clicked on the fate dice this time, yeah? That's what I
Yeah,
want.
and then
Have you switched
put
it to worst?
Select it.
No,
select
I haven't.
worst.
I'll do that
Yeah, just
now.
move it.
And I will. Oh god, this is gonna be full. Okay.
Somehow. You
Extra
still
You know what?
ordinary.
I'm
All
gonna
damage.
hit
Just all damage.
Yeah.
All damage, just
All
All
damage.
damage.
every single
There you go. Have it.
He is standing, but barely.
Go on, Burrows. I'm gonna do a little hand
Do
gesture
it, Boris.
so I can
Do it.
like Burrows. I can like flip you up, and you can like.
And he just oh,
Go.
Okay,
Just
get the hope
jam a
in there as
potato
well.
through his eye visor.
That'll hit.
8 damage and a piercing strike. What is it piercing? How is it your frying pan piercing?
It clangs off of his armor.
He's
There
got
was some onions
Gandalf.
in it.
He had a Gandalf. Doesn't that mean he fails?
No, he doesn't automatically fail. It just counts as like,
Nothing.
Still 8
Yeah.
damage though.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he? Is he?
Who do you want him
is
to hit?
he? Is he dead?
No,
I don't think
Siegfried,
so.
as you're the least injured, he's definitely going to hit you
Yeah.
at least once.
Give the archer some damage finally.
And I will spend a point of hope.
I think we
Hate,
should try and hit it.
Hate to make it favored.
It's not that I want you to get hurt, Sigrun. It's just your fresh
Who's
bag
he
of hit
attacking?
points.
Sigrun.
Oh, lots of ones there. What a shame.
Yeah. Did 1 damage. Shall we
5.
make it really, really tense for the finale?
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why not?
Twists around and strikes at Vidar.
That's not what I meant. -3 dice.
yeah, it's
I
minus
know
3.
it's -3, but I still have 2 points of hate left, so I'll make it
I
favored.
can't watch. I can't watch.
Frying pan to the rescue.
Strike just casts clean by.
We need to get some more of these hobbits.
No, you don't understand.
imagine
I
that?
just had to take my helmet off.
Yeah, I've already done that, mate. It's like mine's.
Can we do a shield wall frying
Aragorn
pans?
is,
Is he gonna
Is-
come and kill Steel?
running in with his
Hey,
sword drawn.
he
help
better
you.
bloody not. Otherwise,
I-
he's going in the river.
Otherwise, we mob Aragorn.
I think we'll say. By the way, did you manage to reduce Sigrun? Did you manage to reduce your encumbrance enough?
Yeah.
To not be weary. Okay.
I pulled my hat off, man. I'm the only girl in Lord of the Rings, and I pulled my
I
hat
will
off.
say, because I don't want to make it too bad for everyone. You can all try and hit him at the same time. Just all roll an attack. Because he's not surviving this if at least one of you hits.
I think we're good.
Bam, 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 bam.
There you go. I gave him 16 points of damage.
After I gave him 12.
You all...
And after I gave him
I-
8.
With simultaneous strike.
Can I go up one up on that?
Go for it.
If I can get my
16.
submit. There we go.
Hey!
21 damage.
Whoa.
As
Nice.
these
I think-
Numenorians
I
have
think
brought
we
you all
hit
to
him.
the brink of despair and fatigue and wounded and beaten and bloodied, you all lash out finally at this last Numenorian standing haughtily in front of you and
He's
screaming
getting
out
the
his hate.
soundest paddle beating of his young
And then
life.
he is pierced by many blows and falls silently to the floor as Aragorn, son of Arathorn, draws up next to you to find you laying his phone low. And you're
Not even
kind
stopping,
of
just boom, boom, boom.
look up kind of heroically but wearily tired in
All right, fella.
the ideal way. And Aragorn looks at you and goes, well met. The orcs here are many. We should leave quickly.
It sounds
Oh,
like
do you
a good
think so?
idea to me.
Well, we've cleared a gap behind us.
What time of day is it, Lewis?
It's sort of it started off in morning, so you're moving towards midday now, and you can hear the kind of shrieking behind you. There's
It's got to be time for 11sies now, surely.
Not here, though. Maybe we can go
As-
somewhere a little quieter.
The pass.
Aragorn says, "Follow me. I know a shorter path to Imladris."
Man,
I'm just kind of, what's him, Ladris?
that,
A bit
that
up.
Rivendell place.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Aye.
And as you start running, the orcs and wargs crest the hill behind you and stop dead as they see that the three Numenorians have been slain and are strewn out, ruined upon the mountainside. And they're
Just in case they
craven
weren't sure who
hearts.
did it. Gonna shoot one of the orcs as they come over
Yeah.
the top as well.
You
First one to
shoot
come
one
over.
of them, and their craven hearts wilt under this these deeds that you have performed, and
I just flip
they
them off.
flee into the mountains along all sides. And the heir of Elendil appears to be safe as you guide him home, or he guides you back to Imladris, to Rivendell, where in the company of Elrond and Gandalf, who has returned, you managed to find rest and peace after your labours, having been greatly thanked and feasted and sung about.
Huzzah!
Ships for everyone.
Aye.
The only downside to it all
I may sleep.
is the growing shadow coming from Mordor is now more aware than ever that there is a group who is attempting to stop him in Eriador. And so I think in future they may wish to seek you out more and attempt to stop this threat to the growing shadow and the power of Mordor. However, yeah, you've been greatly thanked, and Gandalf takes Aragorn aside and says, "There's something I wish to discuss with you. A matter of hunting down someone who may be useful in the future."
Hello.
And you're left to yeah. It's like basically you're good enough to save the Heir of Elendil, but they're like, we'll leave the big stuff to.
That's a great plan. No, get Boromir to come and help. That's a really good plan. I love it.
I'm actually
Good
unconscious, so I don't really care right now.
Yeah, you're all kind of you're feasting and resting, but you are still you're being tended to by elven healers, and Elrond gives you yet more great thanks.
How about some of the nice shiny daggers?
Shiny axe.
I will say then, you are gifted suitable treasure for your deeds as well. We'll work out what that entails in between. But yeah, that was the Heir of Elendil. Well done. I really wasn't sure you were going to make it there.
We nearly didn't.
It was a bit squeaky in that first round.
It was a little tight, wasn't it?
protection rolls away
And
from
the second round and the third round.
Yeah.
But I loved
Great job.
I loved the description
awesome.
of those guys when we were meeting them. That was brilliant. Very, very. Had that perfect feel to it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks, Lewis. That was
you.
fantastic.
Thank you for
was really good.
playing. Thank you everyone at home for watching as well. So there you have it. Aragorn, son of Arathorn, is safe. There's some new heroes in town that can take on the big stuff and come out on top. So, I mean, it's looking a bit iffy for the shadow.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sure there's plenty of threats that remain in the future. Yeah. What else is coming up on Garblag this week? Or in the coming week?
There's no North America show later on, as it is Thanksgiving.
Lazy.
Over in the US, so
Yeah.
they're taking a break this week, but we'll be back next week with Forest of Fear in the Modifius Halloween winter event of Winter of Fear. So that's really cool. And then tomorrow,
we may be playing, but it will depend on whether I can actually get at my house, as there's a 10k run around the entirety of where I live. So they're closing off every single street that goes to my house. So that's
called working from home, my friend.
Yeah, but I can't. That's the problem. I have to make sure I leave on time tomorrow afternoon, really early, before they close the streets. And then we're bailing for a bit to go to dinner with my parents. So it'll depend on whether we can get back properly on time. We'll do our best.
But on Sunday, we have got a special thing, which is, hang on, let me just
Do the thing.
With the thing.
Coriolis special thing, no less, that Pete and I aren't allowed to watch.
Yeah. For
Because
some reason.
spoilers.
Here we go. It is the GM's Fireside Chat with some Coriolis, the Coriolis Illuminati, I think, really, isn't it? And with Ricard and Troya, who is writing the huge adventure that we've been
Wow.
playing. So it's going to be really interesting. They're going to talk about some extras that are on the drive-through RPG, running the game, writing the game, playing the game. So it's going to be really cool. So please come along and join us. It'll be on Garblag Games on Sunday at 5 o'clock GMT. And then later on, we're going to share it with our friends at the Effect podcast who have over on their platform as well. So that'd be cool. Come and join Millie and the crew.
Yeah.
And then we're back round to next week, Tuesday, Coriolis, where my character is finally getting slightly plot focused, unless I'm fucking around in space.
My character has finally met someone that can't be manipulated. I'm a thoroughly
Wow,
one-dimensional
that's-
person. What the hell?
What? Oh,
It's cool.
yep.
That's it.
Okay. That everything. Then I suppose we are you wanting to throw it out right at the end, or should we do it now so that I can laugh maniacally
Mid-credits.
and then say
Mid-credits.
good night?
Yeah, mid-credits scene.
Do you want to do it now, or do you want it to end and then we do it? Do it now.
Do it now.
Okay,
Go on
we're
then.
going to do it now. Okay. Do you want to lead up to it?
So I believe the Fellowship's trials never end, as the shadow is only getting deeper, and they may well be back again sometime soon. The Misty Mountains.
Very exciting. That's the third chapter.
And if you know what happens in 3007 with the Bardings, you might have an idea of what it's going to be about. So there you go. Join us when we come back to the One Ring at some point for the year 3007 of the Third Age, as we travel beyond the Misty Mountains to meet the Bardings. Well, more of the Bardings. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. And Vidar is going to lead us out with a song. Good night.
When I set my boots to stone and point my beard toward ancient home, ne'er from my lips shall come a groan, while Durin's folk don't walk alone. Though shattered steel and splintered bone and sundered paths lay on the road, my axe and maps I'll readily loan, while Durin's folk don't walk alone.
Great job.
There you go.
There.
And you can
Extra
expect to find
fellowship
the
points for everyone.
album in our merch store soon.
Good night.